Before we went back on the field during halftime, I said we got to take it up another notch. They're not going to lay down for us, so do what we got to do.
How about facing their defense, guys, like their middle linebacker, Monte Canal is just a big guy that can rush the ball pretty quickly. Do you feel like you were under a lot of pressure today to be able to get off quickly, or maybe change up your plan a little bit and run it a little bit more?
Actually, no. Our line did a great job up front. I'm very proud of them. Tremendously proud of them. They did a great job. I mean, a few moments where they brought too many that we couldn't really account for, and they got through. Other than that, our line did a very great job.
Coach, what did you see as kind of the difference? I mean, I know it was close and you had a shot at the end there, but you didn't necessarily establish the run game, especially early like you wanted to. And Blake wasn't stoppable early, and then in the second half, you kind of gifted him field position with the punt team stuff. Which of those things do you think hurt you the worst, or did they all kind of just combine?
It was a number of things. The things that we've been doing well to get to this point. We had some breakdowns in certain areas. Crazy thing is the amount of breakdowns we were having, we were also making a play to keep us in the game. I think, when you look at it defensively, I believe we allowed too much first half. When you 17 points first half, we haven't given up more than 21 points all year, and that was one time. No one's ever gotten closer to that outside of us giving up a 2-point conversion, a safety because we wanted to ice the game. So, we just gave up too much in the beginning. It was breakdowns, just mental breakdowns, and then, offensively, we had opportunities, kind of looked at it. Their offense controlled the ball a lot first half, so it kind of put us in a position where establishing a run game, we were in situations where we wanted to put the ball in the end zone a little bit faster. So, it kind of got to that. I think when you look at time of possession, they killed us there. They killed us at time of possession, and that hurt us. Our team thrives off of possession, ending with a touchdown, playing great defense. So, second half we did a little bit better, but we weren't making those critical third down conversions. We were putting ourselves in a bad position on third down. Just be a play here, play there that we might have an opportunity, we just didn't make the play. Those are things we've been doing all year.
In some ways, this is a young team. I know you lose a number of veterans, but half or more of the team or the young guys will be back next year. Do you think being in a situation like this early on was not overwhelming, but made them a little bit edgy to start the game?
I don't think the stage was an issue. Years past I would have said that. But I looked at the guys and I could look at their faces, and they took the adjustments well. They took the coaching well. When the stage becomes overwhelming, guys start breaking down and doing things that aren't characteristic of them. We made some mistakes, but it wasn't because of the stage. If that was the case, in my opinion, we never get a chance to. The game ended in our hands.
Right.
We had an opportunity in the very end through all of that, everything that happened. Time of possession losing time of possession. Not giving up 17 points first half. In the very end, we had an opportunity to win the game. So, when you see a young team, if the stage is too big, you're not in that position in the end. So it's a learning experience for these guys, those younger guys. But I look at my senior leadership. My heart goes out to those guys. Those guys didn't finish the season that they wanted to, and they had an opportunity to. Unfortunately, we lost some critical guys in the end. You can't replace a Barry Hargraves. You can't replace a John Tucker. We lost some guys in some critical moments that I would have loved to have on the field during that last drive. My best against their best, and I think we'll be standing on the opposite end. I think I'll be coming in second and having the victors post-game conference, so press conference. But you tip your hat to those guys. We're good sports over here at Phoebus. We understand. It's a game, and we want to win it, but things didn't work out the way we wanted them to this afternoon.
Coach, I don't know if you covered this. I came in a minute late, but when on that last drive, is on the interception, is the goal to score off that play, or is the goal to kind of get you?
Oh, we just wanted the first down. They were very passive during the last two series that we had the ball. So, what we wanted to do was just get everybody to drop as much as possible and just get the quick 3 yards. Get out of bounds. We had an opportunity to do that. It didn't work out the way that we drew it up. Sometimes it happens, man. I mean, you see it on every level. So, but to answer your question, the goal was not to score. We just wanted the 3 and wanted to live to fight another down, and that's all we were looking to do. I believe we could have continued to drive on those guys after getting that 4th down conversion if we would have picked it up. We just didn't bounce our way.
Coach, at the end of the game, you didn't have a look of defeat, you had a look of defiance. I mean, what did you guys learn from today?
I mean, you set out, man, and the thing about life, man, life will really humble you. And this game is so close to the real world that it's not funny. So, we set out in January after our loss to Hopewell last year, and our mentality was to fight every down, play as hard as we can, and give ourselves a chance to win at the end. So it was a moment of clarity at the end. We came up short, but as a head coach, I couldn't have been any more proud of my guys because they could have quit. They could have quit a lot earlier than they did, and they never quit on it. They continued to fight. So, for me being a 35-year-old man and living a little bit and having an understanding that, this is some things that life will treat you. Life will actually teach you some good lessons. I think this is a lesson for us. I think it's a lesson for our seniors leaving. I think it's a lesson for our our underclassmen coming up. Hey, man, you're going to face some adversity in life, man. You're going to face some adversity in the field. You'll have a chance if you continue to fight, but if you give up, that's going to be it. You succumb to it. So, I was proud of that, but I was disappointed. I was disappointed all the same. I was disappointed because I wanted my guys to taste that victory at the end. So my heart hurts for them. But I was very proud of my guys and the way they handled themselves.
I just want to ask about playing, just your assessment.
Number 5, I'm not being funny right now. Number 5.
Yes.
He's a tough kid. He's a tough kid. Thankfully in our region we see some tough kids that can play the position. He reminds me a lot of the kid that we had in our district last year from Gloucester that went to ODU. Big, strong, physical kid. You make him uncomfortable, he'll make mistakes, but if you leave him comfortable, he'll hurt you. I think early on, he was too comfortable. We allowed him to be too comfortable. Later on, he started to make some mistakes. And that was because we were applying more pressure and doing our jobs. He's a good ball player. You can tell he was seasoned. He was in this position last year. Those guys that started last year, they were hungry. And I think that's another lesson for my guys to understand that, hey, these guys were in that same position last year. And, you can't replace guys like a Berry on the trail and Tucker. And there's a lot of guys that I'm leaving off this list that are seniors that it's tough to replace. But you can also, do what they do with the guys that put the work in. So, I think we could be back in this position next year with the guys that we have coming back if we continue to stay together. That's what it's about. This moment is about, staying together. It'll test your character. You can fall apart and let the emotions take advantage of you and you never recover from it. Or, you look it in the eyes and say, you know what, man, we're going to get back to work. And, yeah, it's going to take some time, but, those years fly by pretty fast. And we put ourselves in a great position come next year. So, that's life lesson, man. Keep grinding.